I want people to beg you to take your solution. This is the case اللي نحن will have between transitioning from to. This case will always win over anything else. Personally, I see you as someone who labels himself as an editor. Unfortunately, بحس people undervalue your skill and they compare you with cheap video editors on Upwork or Fiverr or any of these platforms. And لأنه you're not consistent with your posting, especially لما بتنزل on Instagram, and that's something I'll change your mind فيه finally. Okay, you have no proper flow of leads. عرفت? And finally, that's something I think يعني you're facing اللي هو إنه you struggle in closing deals.
Closing deals in regard of closing high ticket deals إذا بدك.
هلا أنت بدك تعرف شغلة إنه when you're appealing to the rich, it's way different than selling a course or selling something cheap or low ticket. عرفت؟ هلا this is أنا personally what I think your current case is. هلا where you should be أنت you should be positioning yourself as a solution provider. يعني بدل ما تقول للعالم أنا I'll do أنت هلا currently do vlogs.
My niche was specifically travel content on YouTube. That
Okay.
was my specific niche.
Yes. So هلا واحد لما بيقول هو أنا I'm a travel content creator
Editor.
شو بيقول بده I want just an editor.
Okay.
هو أنا let's say أنا content creator that is in the travel industry بقول أنا I just want an editor
Yes.
to create content for me.
Yeah.
عرفت لأنه أنا I know what I want. And this unfortunately puts you in the بقلب السبيس يلي that says أو that illustrates your skill as إنه okay you're just an editor and has no added value in my business. And that's a very very bad case. The next thing is إنه يلي أنا I want to have or to see in your business إنه I want people to chase you for your solution, not the other way around. يعني I want people to beg you to take your solution. عرفت? And this case will always win over anything else. عرفت؟ once we have this kind of approach with our business, you need to have a proper steady flow of leads. Okay, once you have a steady flow of leads, people are gonna chase you more and people are gonna see, oh, okay, and this person knows what he's doing. Let's reach out, especially if you're nurturing them well with the strategy اللي حنحكي عنها shortly. The ease of closing deals, you should never struggle in closing deals. And let me tell you something, it's 80% marketing, 20% sales. يعني انت the way you're gonna be attracting people, it's not gonna be انه الليد حيجي عندك ليشوف what you offer. حيجي لعندك عارف what you offer, عارف what you sell, عارف what kind of solution you have in general, and they saw a ton of testimonials and a ton of case studies for your business or of your clients يعني, and they're just attending the call to see what يعني what they can do for what you can do for them in general. So somehow عم يجوا لعندك عم يدفعوا directly on the call and you can even close them over the chat. عرفت? It depends كمان على the kind of clients that you're selling. بس in general this is the case اللي نحن will have between transitioning from to. Alright? هلا أنا بهمني أعرف أنت from your perspective the current struggles you're facing.
If you want to look at it just from the editing perspective, although you can scale and go to specific high targeted clients in the editing industry, like go to films or TV shows or anything. But personally, what I thought, and there's always this upper cap limit in terms of time. You're exchanging time for editing. And in terms of scaling, أنا ما كنت حابب the fact I just want to hire like a bunch of 10 editors or just scaling as an editing لحالة, because it adds more headache. I need to keep track of everything.
Yes.
So I thought there must be another approach. وأنا personally ما كنت شايف حالي إنه كتير creative اللي أنا قادر I could fit with this other industry اللي هي الفيلم and TV. وهنا لما كنت بتحكينا about systems وهيك I got more interested إنه being a system provider أو solution provider. والediting هو يكون part من السيرفيس.
صغير من the whole thing. It's not the main thing that you offer.
مش من الكور itself.
Great. This is perfect. I think we're aligned in this case. You have something اللي I feel it's weak اللي هو the foundation of your whole business. واللي هو technically يعني حجر الأساس نحن عم نحكي يعني أنت you don't know who you want to talk to, you don't have a clear offer like who do we what do we offer exactly and what our competitors are doing in general. لأنه نحن بالآخر don't want to offer something that our
موجود.
audience doesn't want أو موجود that has been so used لدرجة إنه الناس زهقت منه. Which brings me to this topic over here يلي هي the foundation, the business foundation. This is the first thing we tackle together or we should tackle together يلي هي عنا نحن هون. This is what we're going to be working on. I'll show you what I did يعني, for you in the past few days so you see like a clear map on what you need to be doing. First of all, the brain of everything starts from the offer.
Thank you.
أنا بدي أعرف what to offer and to whom to offer it, which brings me to the next thing اللي هو the ICP mapping اللي هي identifying and understanding the ideal customer profile. And then we have the competitor offer mapping اللي هي هون عم نحكي
To know mean competitor.
understanding what our competitors are offering in detail. Whether that's an exercise, by the way, that takes you 4 months, sometimes 6 months. لأنه it requires إنك to call the people or to book a call with them تفهم أكتر what they do. هلا I'll talk to you about it. So let's start with the offer structure. First of all, the offer structure هون أنت you need to have a very clear offer. يعني when I say a clear offer, we need one offer, one solution to one prospect or to one persona. So this is the offer clarity I'm talking about. It has a purpose and a very clear structure. Then you need to have a proper pricing strategy. When I say pricing strategy, it doesn't apply to all businesses, but almost any person that sells a service can have these options. اللي هن do it yourself, done with you, and done for you. In your case, you can do a do it yourself option, and once you start creating content and people feel you are knowledgeable, they want to learn from you by default. فأنت the way to give it to them is by, let's say you tell them the best YouTube script that exists since day one. So هذا مثلا a script that you can sell in a DIY format for $17. Okay. Then you tell them if you want me to help you build your own lead gen system using YouTube or my YouTube growth system, you can pay me X. وهلا I'll talk to you about it. Then you need to have something we say USP development or unique selling proposition or unique selling mechanism. Here's the thing. هلا you might fall into the same mistake again. إذا بتقول للعالم أنا I'll give you a YouTube system. Okay. مثل كأنك عم تقول للعالم I'm a video editor.
كمان اوكي فهمت عليك.
So how do we make it different? When we visualize to people the different unique mechanisms that we offer inside our business that could be applied in their business. يعني أنا هلا إذا أنا if I'm in your shoes, first I need to create a very unique selling point that tells people okay, I have a very unique mechanism or a unique system that no one is applying, and I can show you how it's done, and I've done it for myself.
Okay.
عرفت؟ So هيدا unique mechanism, it could be مثلا the YouTube sequencing that you just told me قبل ما نصور. It could be the YouTube sequencing. It could be storytelling. I don't know. You're the expert بهذا الموضوع. Okay, so this is your unique thing, the really special thing that people.
My background is about that.
يعني the really special thing, the really special thing that makes you very different. تقول للعالم I want to work with this guy because he has this special hidden thing. عرفت؟ So then we have the market positioning. يعني أنت هيدي اللي هي عم بحكي على أساس competitor mapping إنه you need to know what your competitors are offering لأنه without it you'll be somehow shooting in the dark. A lot of people سبقونا and that's completely fine يعني.
انكرني هن already صار لهم بالفيلد أكتر وقت أكتر.
Exactly. So we can learn from their mistakes and whatever they're currently doing.
هو كان الإيشو specifically إنه ما كان في a specific one يعني كل فيديو أو كل client كان يجيني من them in terms of editing the travel content. أول شيء always different. شو بياخد footage it's always different. I can't have like specific pricing. It was very random. I mean, some videos could take me weeks. Some videos could take me like few days. ما كان في the specific one offer or one solution.
Yes, exactly.
To replicate it كذا مرة.
Exactly. هلا هون once you want to craft your offer you need this اللي هو it's like all the basic templates just for you to refer back to whenever you want بس إنه منهم set in stone اللي هو an offer one liner. يعني if أنا هلا tell you what do you do you need to know this one liner and I built you something similar هلا I'll show you. So هون the one liner could be مثلا I help coaches and consultants أو NLP coaches أو personal trainers أو agency owners whoever. I help the target audience achieve a certain desired outcome. يعني مثلا I help NLP coaches generate high ticket leads أو close high ticket deals using my YouTube sequencing method,
اوكي.
for example, so they can
اكسل الريزلت الاوتبوت.
مثلا أو for example يعني هون فينا نقول نحن I help agency owner هعطيك other case. I help agency owners achieve a sustainable growth in their agency using my YouTube sequencing system so they can scale their agency to $100,000 مثلا. اوكي طبعا يعني هيدي that's just a case that's just an example. فيك تلعب شوي بالفورمولا اذا بدك بس انه هاي it's a one liner to save your bio or anything else. هلا I'll show you how it's done. then في عندنا نحن the psychology script pricing psychology thing. It's something we're applying هلا نحن with some of our clients مش كلهم حسب يعني potential. Instead of مثلا انك انت تشرج عليهم let's say $25,000 one time payment او upfront, you tell them مثلا we structure it as $10,000 upfront and you pay the rest لتوصل لل 15,000 performance basis.
حسب هن شو الريزلتس اللي عم تعطيهم اياهم
100%.
هيدي بتخفف شويه
تخفف resistance وانتري يعني to join your service او your offer. وفيك sometimes تعملها تقول لهم خيي انا بدي اخذ 10k وتدفعوا لي مثلا performance bonus لنوصل لل 15,000 او 10,000 حسب
حتى الابر ليميت او شيء.
ايه 100% انه مثلا انا بشتغل معكم لنوصل لهالرقم then you lead او اذا حابين to hire me. هلا بحكيك عن ال recurring stuff that you could offer. Okay, then في عندك the value stack builder. The value stack is something you use whenever you're building an offer. وهلا هيدا حنحكيها هون. اوكي انت هون عندك الكور اوفر itself لازم دايما يكون في bonuses ولازم يكون في a guarantee and maybe we offer a guarantee مش دايما انه people are abusing the guarantee and you need to have urgency and I'll show you how this is done in real life. So هون this is something we call the titanium offer structure. First, your offer needs to be rational. لما أقول it needs to have a rationale. So
to make sense قصدك ولا logical to attain?
It's logical to attain and it makes sense to the prospect إنه okay إنه it sounds and looks realistic. عرفت مش تقول له والله أنا wanna help you make $1 million by investing $10 مثلا. عرفت it shouldn't sound or look dumb. Then we have the value. يعني أنت whenever you're offering something you need to show them the actual value you're providing. يعني what do they get really, what do they get from you. You break it down بالضبط and you make sure they actually see the value in this. Then you have the pricing. يعني how to price مثل ما أنا I told you هون. يمكن أنت بدل ما تقول لهم 25k تقول لهم مثلا 10k وال 15k بتدفعوا إياها based on performance. عرفت؟
يمكن آخر شيء بدك تاخذ 20 بدل 25 إذا كان لو
100%. أو إذا ما بدك تفوت بهذا الموضوع payment options فيك تفوت أنت مثلا بالpricing.
بس مش هيك إذا أنت مثلا ما أخذت الperformance based they could judge you إنه آخر شيء تاخذ منهم 20 طب أنت يعني ما أعطيتهم the full result طب تاخذ منهم أقل ولا هيدا could reflect negatively شوي عليك.
هي ليك بالآخر أنت once you're taking 10k وعم تاخذ منهم percentage basis هن أول شيء بالنسبة لهم عم بحسوا حالهم إنه والله خفف الريسك على حالهم.
ممكن شوف خفف الريسك بس ممكن يشوفوها إنه أنت شوي doubtful فما عم تاخذ the full price دغري.
ما بحس قليل لحس ناس يعني ما بحياتها صارت معنا إنه واحد doubted us لما نحن عم نقول له performance basis. بالعكس people see you إنه أنت you're someone who is willing to put where
عم تحمل أنت الريسك of charging less يعني.
There's a wording I forgot how they say it اللي هي put their mouth where their money is or their money where their mouth is or something like this. إنه أنت you're willing to take the risk with them.
Okay.
عرفت إنه أنت جاي عم تقول لهم خيي listen أنا I take 25k but I'm willing to not take 25k and take 10k.
So تستخدم 25k as an anchoring point.
Exactly.
You need to use it. تقول له أنا بدي أخذ هيك عادة.
100%. This is the price anchor and then we tell them I'll take 10k now and the 15k you don't have to pay me anything but I'll work with you من هلا ل6 شهور. بس من هلا ل6 شهور او 3 شهور او 4 شهور it depends on the time commitment اللي بدك اياها. Let's say 3 شهور بتقول لهم من هلا ل3 شهور if you don't achieve $100,000 for example you don't pay me the 15k.
اوكي هلا
عرفت؟
فينا نحكي بعدين عن موضوع انه
Yes.
واتس ذا جارانتي انت خلصت لهم هول 3 شهور and then they didn't pay you الفرق.
هلا هون you need to protect yourself legally. You need to be extremely legally aware.
فهيك في اوكي
Yes,
هيدي
مثلا
غير مشكله.
that's a completely different issue exactly. إذا you don't feel إنه you're in a market that's safe يمكن وضع prospects ينصبوا عليك مصاري I wouldn't suggest إنك تطبق هيك كتير بالأساس. حتى لو you're legally protected. For example, unfortunately بلبنان if you want to go into any legal trouble it has يعني بفضل to give up the whole thing وما فوت بهالطوشة كلها لأنه ما إلي خلق.
صح.
However, that's why now we protect ourselves by our French company. Now we have a French company, everything is done through our French company. With in general anything within Europe, there is no playing around بهيك شو.
صح.
بها any kind of money situations يعني كل شيء on point بيكون. You need to be protecting yourself legally. منسق مع your lawyers, مع your accountants, etc. etc. Okay. هلا هون بالتيتانيوم offer you have the pricing options اللي هي technically payment plans ومثل ما قلت لك it could be you have maybe done with you done for you. The done with you is cheaper than the done for you. وانا personally I'm a fan of done with you more than done for you لانه فيها less headache.
بس
عرفت؟
هذيك I think it's better value للشخص كمان انه يكون هو involved
هلا اخبرك شيء على الموضوع بالدون فور يو سبيسيفيكلي انه نحن مثلا صارت معنا انه الكلاينتس بالخليج they prefer اكثر done for you لانه this is how they're used to in general what they're used to but at the same time the people with money prefer to give you their money
خلص.
ويقول لك like just do it ما تدخلني unless هن they are the owners of the business يعني مثلا حدا عنده personal brand they're less likely to give you their money ويقول لك do it for me.
انه إذا حسب الشخص هنيك حتعكس انه حيكون هن بارت من
Exactly.
من البيرسونال براند.
Exactly.
They're gonna leave their print يعني.
100%. Then عندنا نحن بيجي البريميومز. هلا البريميومز let's say انت you're giving an offer. You tell them عندك مثلا this bonus و this bonus و this bonus و this bonus بصير الناس بيشوفوا انه okay the value of the thing I'm getting is huge. I'll give you an example in real life like how this is applied. It's applied من زمان كتير يعني هيدا I think بال 1990s والله ما بتذكر امتى بس anyway كان في sports magazine in the US they were struggling in selling their yearly subscription للمagazine. So the way what they did to increase the sales is by creating تلفون هيك تلفون بيجي شكله مثل الفوتبول فهذا يعني شكله مثل الفوتبول بتمسكه بتحكي فيها التلفون it was a landline. فشو عملوا العالم قالوا if you purchase our yearly subscription you'll get this telephone for free and this is the bonus. It increased their sales لدرجة انه they were leading in the sales على مدة سنتين بالماجازينز بالsports magazines. I forgot the numbers and the details بس I have it documented ب one.
يصير no brainer انه فهن they are actually buying people when they're buying the phone they're not buying the magazine مع انه هو العكس يعني.
Yeah, هي generally they increased the value of it. عرفت؟ this is the thing. Then في عنا هون power guarantees and I really love power guarantees but unfortunately at some point people started abusing it. They started screaming offers left and right يعني كل الوقت offers.
هون more scammy صارت.
Something actually صارت معنا من فترة إنه صرنا when we communicate our offers online people stopped trusting us. They thought we're scammy. عرفت؟ فwe're like لأنه we tested creative with an offer and creative without an offer. الكرياتيف اللي مع بلا الاوفر it performed better.
بلا الاوفر ولا بلا الجارانتي؟
بلا الاوفر and the guarantee. هي الباور جارانتي and لما اقول اوفر انا قصدي على الجارانتي هون انه كلياتها يعني مثلا نحن ويران لفتره طويله اللي هي we either scale your business or we work for free until we do. That's an offer. At some point it stopped performing. That's why we stopped that. Then when we launched the program صرنا نقول للعالم you have a double refund guarantee. يعني نحن we will give you your إذا it doesn't work we will give you your money and pay you an extra amount نفس the amount you paid. يعني if you paid $1,000 we'll give you your money back and pay you an extra $1,000. At some point people felt no that's a crazy offer and there's something fishy. So we stopped using the guarantees left and right and هيك كتير publicly and we started using it يعني only when people want to ask about it. عرفت؟ So we tell them yes we do have a guarantee and we put it بقلب ال terms and conditions تبعنا and everything so everyone is protected. Then the next thing هون is scarcity. Let me tell you something about scarcity. كمان unfortunately a lot of people abused it at some point. So usually يقولوا لك 5 spots left. بدل السنة 5 spots left.
او بيخلص ال5 spots بيرجع بعد اسبوع we opened up a new spot.
Exactly. So how do you solve this issue? هي منا an issue. People still fall for it. But if you're selling the rich, you will lose your credibility.
They know how
So
to do.
yeah, never fake scarcity at any point. Like, it's actually the thing is, you already have you have already limited spots anyways. If you're working with them personally and you don't have a team yet, you already have a limited
Additional
capacity
to divide your time.
عرفت. So انت if you really have 5 spots, tell them I'm a human. I do not have enough time. I have only 5 spots for this month. عرفت. And you could be very firm على هذا الموضوع. تقول لهم like, listen guys, I cannot handle more business.
فيك تقول لهم انا اول الشهر اول اسبوع بفتح new spots and then it's closed for the rest of the month. ساعتها بدك تنطر للشهر الجاي.
Exactly. And if Sabi بيحاول to test you, he will literally figure out, okay, really, the guy is not bullshitting me. So that's why scarcity is very important, and do not fake scarcity. And the people can smell bullshit a mile away. عرفت? And finally, في عنا the pre-framing and the debunking objections. هلا we don't know exactly what objections we might face be your business to debunk them, بس إنه we can predict them. يعني مثلا, will YouTube work for me? Will I generate leads if I'm only getting 100
هون
views
بتجي من ال proven testimonials و social proof.
Exactly. So هون انت exactly حكينا عنها هيدي قبل. So انت هون you show them testimonials. For example, you tell them مثلا, I have this client who's getting nothing more than 100 views per video, and he's not relying on the number of views, he's relying on the quality of his views. This is only where you start debunking objections. The best way to debunk objections is by showing testimonials or social proof. عرفت؟ هلا, this is how we structure an offer. I'll tell you هون احنا هلا شو عملنا. First of all, this is your bio. Your bio needs to be improved. انت هون حاطط I had creators with high ticket offers. I think في typo. Make YouTube videos, that's it. Usually the structure of a bio is as follows. So عنا نحن the line 1 اللي هو identity. يعني مثلا co-founder of your company name. If you don't have a company, it's fine, you can leave it, but it's better if you have it لأنه تعطي لحالك مثل هيك انه positioning ارتب انه you have a consulting company or you have a business that انه منك freelancer. And that's something by the way I struggled with for a period of time بحياتي لانه a lot of people thought I'm a freelancer and I don't have a team. Well, I was just the face of the brand, but I did not talk about the brand much, and that was a mistake. So at some point لما صار عندنا multiple companies وصار عندنا شي 34 people that are doing the job for us, I was like, people are still
بيعتبروك فريلانس لحالك.
Yeah, they think I'm still a freelancer. So at some point I fixed it. حطيت I'm the co-founder of Dark Matter. I have my partner. I introduced my partner to my audience, and started شوي introducing the team to the audience as well. كل مرة فرجي حدا.
Yeah.
And at some point it got solved. يعني. Anyway, بيرجع عندك بلاين نمبر 2 اللي هو the specific transformation for a specific audience. يعني مثلا
اللي حكينا اياه انه you're helping كذا كذا to go كذا كذا.
Exactly. هلا حفرجيك شو كتبت لك. بيرجع في عندك line number 3 اللي هي call to action with trigger word with a promise of an immediate value they get. Then you send them, you put the link to send them to a certain destination. Well, I'll tell you what you could do here. So this is what I wrote. So founder of your company name, whatever the name is. Line number 2. I help coaches and course sellers close high ticket deals using our YouTube growth system.
Yeah, much better.
عرفت؟ هلا هون you could say NLP coaches. You could say
mean specifically بدك تستخدم
if you want to help all kinds of coaches you can keep it هيك بس انه you can test بالطريقة اللي بدك اياها. Then في عندك انت بلاين نمبر 3 اللي هو
call to action.
call to action to start a conversation. So you need a conversation starter in general. مثلا هون DM system to book your free consultation. يمكن ما بدك تعمل free consultation, you want to maybe do a YouTube channel audit. Maybe you want to send them to a webinar or to a lead magnet. يعني تقول له مثلا DM system to get my YouTube growth ebook or YouTube growth training or YouTube growth webinar.
بلش تفوتهم بالفنل يعني.
Exactly. So you start with the funnel itself. Okay. Then فيجي عنا هون آخر شيء اللي هي to send them to a YouTube link. أنا I love using YouTube as the first kind of interaction لأنه it has إذا بدك the least kind of commitment. يعني Instead of sending people to a funnel in the beginning, send them to a YouTube video that funnels them down into an appointment funnel. ليه؟ لأنه when you're sending people to a YouTube video, أول شيء they didn't feel the need to commit to anything. ما عم تاخد منهم their email address or anything. So you're sending them to a video. The video should be well crafted, well scripted, etc., etc. And this video should act like a VSL, video sales letter. And بهذا الفيديو sales letter you talk about what you offer, how you're helping XYZ. شو؟
بس لما تاخذهم على فيديو that would show them the value instead of a sales video.
هو منه it doesn't show like a sales video. انت حتقول لهم مثلا how I helped Yehia generate $15,000 in his first week using XYZ system. عرفت؟ So it is
لا تبلش تعمله debunking إذا بدك.
مشان تبلش to nurture him, not to be debunk. هو بعد ما بيعرف انت what you do. So the first kind of interaction is let me see what this guy offers. عرفت؟ And if you're attracting the right kind of people on your channel or your Instagram account, at some point you're gonna get the same person to watch the whole video for a long period of time. And at some point you can start building شيء نحن بنسميه custom audiences on the people who watch your YouTube videos, and you can run YouTube ads from that same YouTube video. يعني إذا واحد بيحضر مثلا let's say 20 minutes of your YouTube video, بتعمل an audience from YouTube وهدول you run ads to them.
الأشخاص اللي حضروا لك الفيديو هيدا.
Yes. You run a very very specific kind of ad to these people. You tell them
on YouTube.
On YouTube. You can on YouTube. وحتى there is a way to transition العالم من جوجل أو يوتيوب into Meta. So far so good. هلا من هالناحية.
still في بس قصة الانستغرام هيدا بعدين.
هلا I'll debunk it for you. روح علي. ال offer structure that you need to be doing. What a lot of editors do, or what you used to do, and what should be done. Remember, نحنا we are solution providers. We're not editors. الeditor شو بيقول للعالم؟
أنا عم بيع بطاطا.
عم بيع بطاطا. عم بيع فيديو editing packages.
Which is technically the case.
Technically the case. عرفت؟ So بيجي بيقول لك أنا عندي 5 videos, عندك 2 revisions for each video, وبدك a specific style, you have it. It's for $1,500.
أنا قطعت فيها يعني بس بتفوت فايت إنه يلا أنا بعمل لك 20 فيديوز تبخير.
أي. عرفت؟ So 10 videos for $2,500, 15 for 4K, 30 for 7.5K, which might make some money for a lot of editors.
Yeah.
But you remain stuck.
I didn't make it. أنا of cross 10K amount as an editor, بس I felt I have a ceiling.
بالضبط.
It was either I need to scale higher a team, which ما كان بدي, or I needed to figure out a way to price my services higher, which
made you compete with Indians and Pakistanis and other
made me
people.
which عمل لك initially, which made me إنه look بمطرح ثانية وإنه لقيت this idea of providing solution مش بس مش بس خلاص
exactly. So هون أنت شو عندك this اللي هو it's almost imitatable by almost any kind of editor. You will always be undercut by the price. يعني you'll tell someone 1500 هيطلع لك حدا تاني that sells the same style يمكن أحسن بأرخص كمان. That's why you need to offer a solution. So how can we create one offer, one solution for one ICP? Check this out. First, نحن we're labeling this هلا as a name, whatever the name is. The name دايما بيتغير منا مشكلة. It's a done with you / done for you YouTube growth plus lead generation strategy. Okay. Usually you need to ask for a commitment of 3 to 6 months.
بلش شوي.
ليقدر يشوف نتيجة على قليلة. Alright. Then تذكر معي قبل ما انتقل لهون بدي منك تتذكر this. I showed you this once but I'll talk about it again. عندك the who, and this who is your ICP اللي هلا حنحكي عن ICP shortly. Then you have the desired result they want to achieve in life, or from their business or whatever. And since you already got there before them, we want to show them the path they need to take and what the steps are to reach
that
this specific desired result. فهون the first step into reaching this desired result is channel optimization. يعني what to do in terms of YouTube SEO, channel organization, how to do keyword research and optimize the whole video everything we're doing هلا كان هو انا عملته يمكن انت you have a different process. I'm not a YouTube expert بس انه this is what I thought as
هي
a first.
تقسم الستبس لتوصل، وكل ستيب
Exactly.
لها its own sub steps.
Exactly 100%. Then في عنا هون هلا نحن حطينا 15 videos, it could be less, it could be more. عرفت؟ بس انت the goal is to have them with a specific number of videos and you show them انه انت you're helping them بالresearch تبع الايدياز, ideation itself.
هذا I always have issue. شو الفرق بين الريسيرش والايديشن؟
So research
they fall مع بعضهم؟
no. research انت you're searching شو في content ideas عم ينحكى عنها.
ما هي ideas
No, لحظة. انت you're researching. Research is one thing. Creating an idea is another thing. انت you're only researching to get inspired by ideation and the scripting.
Okay.
So أنا مثلا let's say بدي I want to copy Mr. Beast, I want to do something similar. طيب أنا first I go and watch Mr. Beast like videos. Okay, anything about Mr. Beast. Then بلش بالايديشن, بلش هون أنا أعمل, لأنه أنا I'm not taking the مش عم بعمل research to take the same idea.
اوكي فهمت عليك. يعني they go hand in hand in some.
أكيد دايما the first thing you need to do is research. Then you start with the ideation. يعني مثلا أنا هلا عم بطلع ideas. Let's say in my case I want to teach people how to مثلا generate leads using the appointment funnel for example. I don't know. أو مثلا how to build a process that will close any deal no matter what kind of objection I face. Okay, أنا هيدي مثلا idea. بس أنا هيدي الidea ما طلعت معي غير ما عملت research.
من بعد ايديا اعمل سكريبتنج فهنا they fall من بعضهم.
بالضبط هول الستبس. So نحن في عنا هون research, ideation, scripting obviously, then you edit and finally publish. لاحظ إنه editing is a small pillar inside all of this. يعني this whole thing
is this one point.
is this one point exactly. Okay, then في بيجي عنا نحن the lead gen system. The lead gen system you could offer مثلا ليش مثلا ما عم بدك هون تبعت العالم على webinar or lead magnet funnel or anything, لأنه الناس اللي on YouTube is that they are well nurtured. فيك تبعتهم دغري على an appointment funnel to book a call with you or your team and they will most likely purchase the service if they are well nurtured. And actually يعني every single person I know بينزل YouTube content ما بيبعت العالم غير على their appointment funnel ليحجز دغري معهم call. عرفت؟ So the call funnel itself هون is a must لحدا عم يستعمل يوتيوب, and obviously the automations يلي they go hand in hand with the appointment funnel, لأنه أنت بالautomations إذا واحد بيحجز معك call you want to send them a reminder, you want to send them testimonial sequences etc.
automation to track the data, to track the clicks, to track everything.
كله exactly. Then بيجي من بعد بهذا الoffer itself it's the sales consulting. So بالsales consulting نحن هون عنا you need to teach your prospect how to do appointment setting, لأنه حيجي عندهم leads مش كلهم يحجزوا call.
بس أنا إذا I'm targeting أشخاص already هن they are established, they want to scale on YouTube, they should have all already figured out.
I'll tell you something from experience. A lot of people don't have a lot of things figured out.
Okay.
عرفت? Especially in sales by the way, you will always find gaps in sales. Okay. يعني مثلا حيجي عندك أنت lead بيقول لك إيه I'm doing well in sales كذا. Once you start an assessment على sales department you will find a lot of gaps and leaks. يعني مثلا في عنا مرة client إجا أنه I'm doing very well in sales كذا, قلنا له good. عملنا mystery shopper على his sales team. we applied نحن فتنا as normal prospects, ما كان بيعرفنا sales person. لقطنا يمكن شي 25 to 27 mistakes بس لأنه sales person ما عم يعرف حاله شو عم يعمل. ولا
especially when dealing with high tickets إذا هو بده ينتقل يعني my plan is إنه حيستخدم اليوتيوب ليصير عنده هاي تيكت اوفر ويطلع من
في ناس عندها هاي تيكت اوفرز وبتستعمل انستغرام. انت you wanna help them monetize YouTube by selling their offers on it, بس still you might need to help them بالappointment setting او in general بالsales
to go hand in hand مع كل السيستم.
صح, لانه اذا هلا بفوت يوتيوب يمكن يكون super nurtured الشخص من يوتيوب اكثر من انستغرام. So the approach للclosers او الابروتش تبع الكلوزرز مع الليدز اللي جايين من يوتيوب should be different. عرفت؟ يمكن يكونوا كلهم عم يبعتوا على نفس الفانل بس there's something called UTM tracking. ال UTM tracking بيساعدك تعرف كل شخص من وين اجى من اي channel in general. فانت بتقدر تعرف انه اوكي هذا الليد مثلا حاضر مثلا يمكن 16 hours of YouTube content, فهذا is very nurtured and less likely to waste my time. It's more likely to purchase my service لأنه حضر كتير content مني. then once هون بالsales consulting انت you're helping people بالappointment setting يعني how to do appointment setting whether over the phone or over chat or whatever. Then you have closing, objection handling and the follow-up system.
هول مش بيكونوا part of an upsell ولا part من السيستم نفسه؟
فيك إذا أنت منك حابب to offer these as one thing بس فكر فيها. أنا محلك I would prefer to offer them يعني something complete مش شيء ناقص لأنه بالآخر الريزلت حتجي الريزلت حتحكي عني أنا حيجي يقول إنه أوكي هذا الشخص أنا مثلا ساعدته بكل شيء بس عنده مشكلة بالسيلز in general.
فهمت عليك.
يعني I had a client once.
Technically it's a better value, better offer.
أكيد.
More likely to get better results بالنسبة له.
تذكر بالأوفر the value. هون أنا I'm offering deal something of value. فهيدي هون حيشوفها super valuable لأن أنا ما عم بعطيه حلقة ناقصة. يعني صارت إحنا معنا a problem مرة with the client we fixed it يعني بس شو اللي صار؟ We offered them everything except sales and we didn't have the right resources to teach sales أو حتى to help people with sales.
يعني the front end كان perfect, the back end was bad sufficient كل شيء.
بالضبط. So يجي قلنا مثلا والله guys ما عم بعرف ما عم جيب sales كذا we're losing money بهيك. طب جينا قلنا له طب بس يا مان your sales team is not doing the right things. عرفت؟ وقلنا طب do you offer something؟ قلنا له لا. فنحن حسنا حالنا هون إنه we're offering something ناقص missing exactly. So we fixed it. We got a sales consultant تساعدنا بهذا الموضوع. ف the sales part is a must. هلا in your case we have to study it مع أول couple of clients and we optimize it accordingly. Okay بس شو بدي أحكي عنها كمان سألتني عنها من شوي أنت اللي هي الفولو اب سيستم.
إنه how many times I should follow up مع prospect.
Usually نحن how many times نحن we follow up I think she 12 times or maybe 13 times شيء هيك over a year.
Over a year.
A year. بس الفولو اب مش
once a month يعني basically.
تقريبا تقريبا عم فيك تعتبر اذا بدك اول 6 شهور عم يصير في فولو اب بطريقه معينه then يعني مش كل شهر. This is what I'm trying to say. يعني مثلا باول 6 شهور بيكونوا I think intensified اكثر بعدين اخر 6 شهور we give a bit more time. رح اعطيك one example نحن عنا اياه. Let me show you هلا I'll show you the tool بعد شوي. بس نحن we have everything regarding our sales systems and processes and pipelines and follow-ups and everything on agency.io. This is agency.io. This is agency.io. هلا what do we do? الfollow-up system مش إنه والله hey I want to check up on you كذا this is boring and everyone will ditch you. Everyone is gonna say just want to sell me something. نحن we play it very smart. يعني مثلا إذا نحن عنا client أو prospect بلبنان we try to get their address. هلا ما قدرنا نجيب their address we try to find a solution يعني طريقة follow up غير بس واحدة من الfollow ups هي إننا نبعث لهم a cake or any kind of sweet to the lead. هلا شو there's a very deep psychological thing here. لما أنت تبعث لحدا شيء that spikes dopamine بجسمه للشخص and spikes happiness when they link it to you they're more likely to purchase from you.
So they link you to their dopamine spike.
Exactly. فأنت إذا بتبعت لحدا كيك with a note بتقول له مثلا هاي يحيى
بلا ما تجيب له سيرة الأوفر.
You don't offer. أنت بتقول له هاي يحيى today we're celebrating a new client win.
بشكل عام.
We're celebrating a new client win and we're sending it to all the valuable leads that we have in our business. So if you want to watch this case study just scan this QR code. Or if you want to talk to me, just talk to me on this number. Or scan this QR code وهذا ال QR code بعته على واتساب. Indirectly selling أكيد يعني أنا ما عم بقول له hey بدي إياك تشتغل معي لا. You're providing value somehow and you're also giving them something of value physically اللي هو a cake.
Okay.
هلا if you want to personalize it even more يعني if you can stalk the person it sounds wrong to say stalking but if you really can stalk هذا الشخص on LinkedIn وتشوفه والله interesting بفريق فوتبول for example ريال مدريد. ما بعرف إذا حيكون interested على ريال مدريد on LinkedIn بس let's say on Insta نزل شيء about ريال مدريد روح اشتري الجيرزي ويحط له اسمه عليها and send it over to him. That's a gift and this could be part of your follow-up. في شغلة نحن عملناها مع clients برات لبنان. It's a business called handwritten. This is tool. Handwritten you can send a personalized card عليها a specific message not selling بس when people see something physical منك.
It's different than
It's
هذا.
way more powerful than
Email أو شيء أو text.
email أو text أو WhatsApp. عرفت؟
That's cool.
This can be automated with the help of agency IO. You can just technical thing ما حوجع لك راسك فيهم بس إنه it's a very powerful tool that you could automate your follow-ups with. It could be part of your whole automation process, the follow-up process. عرفت؟ this is how we help in general بالfollow-up system. هلا هون عنا الاوفرنج تبعنا عندك done with you و done for you. It done with you it's 7k and the done for you is 15k. هلا feel free to change the prices بس based on studying the costs اللي we did نحن operating every offer. It done for you في cost أكتر لأنه أنت you're hiring a scripter, you're hiring an editor, you're doing a lot of things. بينما بال done with you أنت you're showing them how it's done and you're helping them hire هن an editor.
So هنيك بال done with you أنت عم تعطيهم بس just the main framework.
Yes, and you're helping them. يعني مثلا بتقول له للكلاينت او للكوبي تبع هذا الكلاينت to write the script and you oversee the script. You look at the script and review it انت بايدك او your team. And the editing, you don't do the editing بايدك. What
هو
you
يعمل edit تبعه.
Yes, هو بيعمل الاديت اذا هو عنده editor.
So I'm just giving them the system.
Yeah.
بدهم يمشوا عليها.
Yeah.
To reach that if they wanna ساعتها بتصير done for you.
Exactly. هلا حابب انت to offer a
بس ساعتها research ideation كيف بتعملها done with you research ideation ولا بتطلع بكول مثلا؟
حقول لك شيء usually بتطلع بكول. يس انت لازم يكون في عندك a weekly call with the client just to ensure انه في كل الوقت communication. You need to have a WhatsApp group او Slack channel. نحن we use Slack, we don't use WhatsApp. So بتعمل انت Slack channel بينك وبين the client for evergreen communication و at the same time بتعمل انت الويكلي كولز معه. هلا فيك تعمل something that we call نحن a hybrid model بين done with you done for you. يعني you remove all the technical things عنه للكلاينت. يعني building the call funnel بتقول له انا I remove it off your back. اكيد ما حتقول له للكلاينت تعال انت ابني لاندنج بيج، ما حيعرف. بس بدك اياه يساعدك بالانفورميشن اللي بدك تحطها بالكول funnel. عرفت؟ and طبعا ما حتقول له يبني اوتوميشنز ولا سيلز فولو ابس لانه اصلا ما بيعرف. هو جاي لعندك
something in between انت بتعطيه the strangers اخر شيء كلوز مثلا 10k.
exactly. نحن we offer done with you hybrid model. يعني في قصص بدها الانبوت تبع الكلاينت بس انا I never tell our client for example you will build the landing page. عرفت؟ so this is it. This is your offer. This is as a first test pilot offer in general. What
بينضاف عليه more things على each step.
أكيد بينضاف بس this is the first draft. I think it's way better than whatever packages that we had before.
أصلاً الكلاينت يعني هلا أنا automatically you see إنه they're gonna be getting
a proper solution. Yeah. و more stuff. يعني بعد نحن ما زدنا bonuses ولا premiums ولا شيء. يعني فيك تزيد e-books فيك تزيد anything else. هلا let's move into the ICP اللي هي this thing. Be your ICP اللي هو ideal customer profile. Your ideal customer profile عندك I would say these 5 pillars اللي هن أهم شيء whenever you want to understand the brain of your ideal customer profile. By the way ICP أو ideal customer profile في 100 اسم. I'm sure سامع. persona أو avatar و dream customer و dream buyer all the same thing.
Same naming.
Yeah, same name. يعني same naming. ال ICP mapping هون بقلبه the following: problems and pain, goals and aspirations,
point A point B.
yes, beliefs and mindset, buying triggers and their emotional core, like how do they operate on an emotional level. وكل وحدة عملنا لهم نحن questions. هلا how do you ask the questions؟ يعني أنت بتقول لي okay like what kind of questions to ask. أنا I already did the questions for you هون but
questions I need to ask them or the client they need to answer them?
No, you need to ask yourself.
هيدي اللي أنا عارف مين ال ICP تبعي.
Yes. Okay. غير هيك أنت maybe you don't have any client yet but you want to know how to communicate with the ICP تبعك online. So you can have a basic chat with ChatGPT وتقول له I want you to help me with the problems and pains of my ideal customer. تقول له مثلا أنا I'm helping NLP coaches. NLP coaches, I want you to tell me about their beliefs and their mindset, about their problems and pain, about their buying triggers, about their emotional core and the goals and aspirations. قل له بس give me the questions بهيدا النوع بهيدا الفورمات and try to give me insight. And يعني this is going to be the best exercise you do in the beginning. Once you start generating clients, do the same interview. يعني اعمل the same interview with every client and ask them these questions. وخليهم هن يجاوبوا from their perspective لأنه once you interview clients يصير عندك multiple perspectives. هلا نحن once we do this kind of exercise, I'm not going to go over the rest of the questions. I'll send you the whole document later. بس انت once you're doing the ICP mapping document هيدول كلهم generic questions. بس let's say انت you have multiple ICPs. يعني عندك let's say you target agency owners and you target course sellers and you target maybe NLP coaches. Okay, let's say you target هدول 3 personas. الأسئلة اللي بتسألها البيرسونا specific أو ال ICP specific questions, you do not ask them مثلا يعني they're not all the same. يعني بمعنى انه انت ما عم تسأل الايجنسي اونر نفس الاسئله اللي عم تسالها للNLP كوتش.
بده يكون يمكن في اشياء تكون common بس بدك اشياء specific لهذا.
So how do we structure the document? The document starts with the generic questions, then you go into the ICP specific questions. لأنه في قصص أكيد حتكون in common definitely, but you create an ICP specific map for every single ICP. ساعتها هيك بتعرف أنت when you want to craft an ad targeting agency owners, you know what kind of pain points تضرب على الوتر الحساس. And this is how you think about it. That's why نحن this is something نحن we need. ليش؟ لأنه we need نعرف يعني what their pain points are.
تساعدوا تحلوا لي إياها.
بالضبط at least trigger them to look at us بالcontent ولا بالads. So this is regarding
من هدول البين بوينت بتعمل كونتنت وبتعمل فيديوز that target their هدول.
تعمل يعني أنت تخيل هلا مثلا هون problems and pain. طيب. Let's say مثلا what's the biggest challenge right now related to YouTube
what keeps them up at night. بتعمل ads أو فيديوز targeting
exactly القصص اللي مجاوبينها هون. يعني أنا افترض مثلا البروبلم تاعيته لهيدا ال ICP هو إنه they create content and they invested a ton of money but that did not work for them. So أنت your hook for example or your landing page or your organic content you tell them I know you've been trying to work on your YouTube, you weren't able to be consistent or you couldn't be consistent, you did not create anything that got you any kind of leads from YouTube and you gave up or you're about to give up. عرفت؟ So هيدول كلهم emotional trigger words that you can use in your ads or your
بعد you start building the flow
yeah. حتى بالVSLs بالlanding pages everything you can use هذه information فيها. هلا عنا هون ال competitor offer mapping. The competitor offer mapping is something very powerful and it takes a ton of time. ليش؟ لأنه أنت to gather information on all of your competitors تحتاج القصة 4-5 شهور maybe 6 شهور حتى. ليه؟ لأنه هون إذا بنفوت هلا بالبيلرز عندك أنت you wanna know the name of the competitor obviously شو عندهم lead magnets شو ال primary CTA on their funnels شو ال traffic channels اللي هن عم يجيبوا منها الترافيك landing pages كلها يلي عندهم إياها شو ال guarantee تاعيتهم شو scarcity اللي they use شو ال value positioning تبعهم شو ال bonuses اللي they offer ب their offer أو اللي they give ب their offer what you get exactly من their offering شو ال price تبع their products or their main offer.
You got whole steps اللي عملوهم the steps they provide the steps ولا end solution.
end solution هي technically the steps اللي هن they list their offer. يعني مثلا زي هلا أنت عندك another competitor يمكن يقول لك والله أنا I don't offer sales consulting for example.
So that's one point.
بالضبط. عرفت مثلا عندك هون payment plan. Do they have a payment plan or not? What is their positioning in the market? And this is something you might struggle in getting it لأنه ما كتير عنا public data يعني about people, especially about markets. probably هيدا
فهون تعرف أنت شو ال strong point وال weak points will start filling بال weak points.
Exactly. يعني هون أنت you need to put all of your information. بتبلش تشوف مثلا الليد ماجنت تبعه لهذا الشخص شو هن بتحط كل الليد ماجنتس تبعه له. at some point بتشوف شو البرايمري CTA تبعيته. يعني هو عم بيقول للعالم buy my low ticket offer ولا join my community ولا book a free one-on-one consultation call. يعني دايما يمكن يكون عنده multiple primary CTAs and that's a weakness actually. لأنه اللي بيكون عنده exactly إذا بيكون عنده واحد كذا call to action it means إنه he's not doing well. دايما the people that are doing well
هو specifically كمان ما عارف مين بده يستهدف عشان فعنده كذا كول على كذا كذا اشخاص.
exactly. so هون انت you need to have one primary call to action. عرفت؟ بعدين في عندك الترافيك شانلز. هلا هون يوجولي بتشوف انت الترافيك شانلز في تول اسمها سيميلر ويب اي يوز، بس بلبنان منا افيلبل. ففيك تستعمل انت مثلا تول اسمها SCM Rush. SCM Rush is a very very good tool. It's expensive شوي صغيرة يعني compared to other tools يعني it's $200 a month. بس it's a very very powerful tool if you wanna analyze your competitors. اوكي ففي similar web it's a free tool بس you need to use VPN إذا انت بلبنان. هلا كمان نفس الشيء for the landing pages and the URLs. You need to يعني you need to put all of the landing pages اللي هن عم يبعتوا ترافيك عليها.
اكروس كذا شهر
100% كلهم فيك تلاقيهم من whether SEM Rush او Similar Web. alright ونفس الشيء the scarcity او الجارنتي يعني كلهم هدول تفاصيل. يعني يمكن انت تضطر تحجز كول مع their sales team وتسالهم كل هالاسئله if they have a guarantee
بتاخذ منه الداتا.
ايه مثلا how do they add the scarcity يعني بيجي بيقول لك والله ليك عندي انا بعد 2 spots left for this month so you take note of that as well. عرفت كل هدول information لازم انت تزيدهم and this is an exercise that takes a ton of time. A ton of
بس it pushes
تعطيك insight what's happening in the market.
Yeah.
And you will identify the weak points of your competitors so you do better than them. أو it could inspire لو someone is doing very well وتعمل مثله لأنه
حتى كنت هلا اجاني ممكن تطالع بسيلز كول مع بروسبكت
yeah
بقول لك ايه ما انا شفت هذا في واحد اعطانا اياها بسعر اقل بس بتقول له
Yes.
انه يمكن هو بروبلي ما عم بيعطيك
1 2 3
1 2 3 مثلا بهالاوفر
100% فهون يعني أنت it might inspire you to improve your offer or also give you insight on what to not do maybe. عرفت يمكن تلاقي وصل عندك كل ال competitors they are offering one thing.
توفر شيء ثاني.
ايه so انت you can offer something a bit different لانه it's very competitive and very bloody here. So ما فينا نعرف هلا لحد ما نعمل a proper competitive analysis and this is something that takes عم نحكي نحن يعني nothing less than 3 to 6 months.
اوكي.
عرفت يعني هيدا الرينج sometimes ناس مكلفتهم وقت اكثر.
continuous بده يضلوا
اكيد بس at some point you cover all the competitors يعني هو a few players يعني بالضبط. عرفت؟ mainly this is everything regarding the foundation of your business. Now هلا نحن based on this information we have built the business foundation. حجر الأساس.
البلوك نفسه. And then we start building.
And then we start building exactly. For now we have finished the business foundation. Now I want to talk about client acquisition, which is also a thing that people struggle with a lot. انت عنا دايما انا وياك هذا الديبيت. I don't want to create content on Instagram لأنه my ideal customer profile is not on Instagram and I'm telling people to go on YouTube بس أنا عم بعمل content on Instagram.
It contradicts my solution لأنه إنه عم بقول له إنه YouTube is more powerful than Instagram and then I make content on Instagram.
Okay. طيب.
Conflicting باللي عم بقدمه أنا.
What if I told you إنه there is a way to convince people مش convince هي بالآخر أنت you don't have to prove yourself to anyone بس أنت eventually you want to grab as many eyeballs as possible. بالtraffic generation you have two main traffic sources اللي هن organic paid ads. وما في شيء اسمه you either do organic content or paid ads. كثير ناس بعدهم اللي بيقولوا لي لازم تعمل organic content لشو paid ads you're wasting money ما بعرف شو. Man, you do not understand that the paid ads are much more powerful than organic content alone. It's not that you need to do this or that. It's this and that. تخيل عندك نار والعة لأنه you're already posting organic content so أنت you already have activity. بس imagine هذه النار قد ايه بتكبر لما تزت عليها فيول لما تزت عليها بنزين which is paid ads. Okay فهون نحن we do not want to only use organic content or only use paid ads. It's both together to get the maximum result possible. عرفت؟ لأنه أنا personally مثلا I rely more on paid ads than organic content. مع إنه still I get people from organic content بس paid ads make it even easier for me.
بس بالpaid ads I think you need بدك الباك اند يتحمل الفلتريشن سيستم بالباك اند to handle more number of leads.
It's all possible if you have a proper predictable system and the system can handle literally anyone. The system can handle literally anyone. يعني إذا أنت you have the proper filtration process you can get anyone to be filtered without doing anything manually. إن شاء الله بتزت عليه 1000 lead هال1000 lead حيجوا يكونوا مفلترين. امتى بتعاني when you're doing DMs يعني مثلا احنا باكتوبر عملنا يمكن شي 7000 DM total We spent a lot on
Filter.
ads و spent a lot of time on filtering يعني أنا في عندي كان two setters ما بقى قادرين يتحملوا في at some point shots that were abandoned ما لحقنا عليهم كلهم عرفت and that was the thing إنه I was like I should automate this قد ما بقدر as much as possible I automated already a lot of things using ManyChat بس at some point وصلت لمطرح إنه I think I need more عرفت that's why هلا I'm exploring a new solution by an app it's called Mochi and it's a very very powerful tool يعني I'll give you a demo later about it بس anyway let's talk about the organic content انت you said something شوي كنا عم نحكي انه you're saying you don't want to contradict yourself بقصة posting on Instagram I'll tell you something إذا هلا حدا بيقول لك إنه إيه أنت you're telling people to go post on YouTube بس you're not بس you're posting on Instagram روح post on YouTube your only argument would say or would be إنه you tell them مثلا إنه I'm posting here to educate coaches and consultants on why they need to create YouTube content. I already create YouTube content. All I'm sharing here is some bite-sized knowledge, but every single detail I discuss here is explained in much more detail on YouTube. And I'm only targeting people here because it has more eyeballs than any other platform. لأنه unfortunately there's a huge misconception على the platforms إنه people, all the coaches and consultants think they should be on Instagram more than any other platform.
ما بعرف if you want to take it to an argumentative aspect.
Yeah.
Let's say a person is let's say I got a coach.
Yeah.
I created his YouTube system.
Yeah.
Well, the YouTube system is making him, so it's working so well. It's making him so much money. He's almost fully booked. I think there's no reason for him to make content on Instagram at this point. If YouTube is working so much very well for him.
Okay.
And to me, if I'm only making content on YouTube,
yes,
would you still tell people to go make content on Instagram? I'm talking from my perspective. It could work for other people, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking from my angle or from my solution, and I'm trying to.
I know a lot of people who make money from YouTube, and they only use YouTube. بس حدا بعدهم بلش they need to maximize their reach as much as possible with the least cost possible. يعني أنت
كحدا بعدهم بلش yes. أنا I think أنا I could if I don't want to do Instagram I could be telling people هن مش مبلشين from zero already هن قاطعين مرحلة they already have a YouTube or it's not working for them maybe but they need to take it and we need to fix it for them take it to the next step or they have the time and effort to work منهم مستعجلين انه بدهم يبلشوا وبكره بدهم results وهن ما معهم مصاري ساعتها would make sense انك تجيب لهم الناس from Instagram بس كمان they need to have the system to filter out the leads.
أكيد بس هي I know إن ال value تبع ال views on YouTube is much higher than Insta بس again
depending it's case by case depending on each person who when at this
هلا أنا بدي أحكي عن your business yourself بدي أحكي عن your business أنا think about it. Remember the saying اللي هي about the leads are the lifeblood of your business. إذا هلا أنت you reduce the number of leads يعني أنت you reduce the blood of this person. فأنت if you want to rely only on leads from YouTube it's gonna take you a ton of time. So أنت either معك وقت كتير بين إيديك وعم بتقول أوكي أنا ما عندي مشكلة also to spend a ton of money on YouTube and not have a problem not making money.
Okay, so what I can do is make content to on Instagram to raise curiosity on okay you need to make content on YouTube but not necessarily push people من Instagram يروحوا يحضروا اليوتيوب تاعي.
I would prefer this as well لأنه أنت تطلعهم بالفانل عندي. I have top of funnel content, middle of funnel content and bottom of funnel content. The top of funnel content you need to tell people that you exist. You need to get more views on. At this stage you need to only get views. Okay, طب ما أنت you're getting views by using trendy topics, catchy hooks and being controversial. طيب if you want to do this on YouTube you can بس if you're competing على search term وانت you're a very small creator
أنا ما بدي compete على search term because I am a small creator
yeah okay بس على ال browse feature okay fine على ال browse feature we're still competing and we're considered very small compared to a lot of people عرفت على فكرة there's something ذكرتها هلا أنا بيور offering اللي هي your thumbnail services thumbnails
اهم شيء
وtitle
هي بس
designs.
هي بالدليفري اخر شيء انه
Yes, بس I mean انه انت you could offer بقى انت اذا بتتذكر هون
هي اوتوماتيكلي بدها تكون موجوده definitely.
Yes هيدي
without it
نسيت
بتفشل.
احط لك اياها.
انا اعتمدتها من الببلشنج
Yes.
الثامنيل والتايتل.
يس انا نسيت احط لك اياها بلس انه هون في عنا شغله انه نحن we're selling the system بس later on نحن فينا نعمل انه نقول والله عنا recurring service. يس لانه انت هلا عملت له content على 3 أو 6 شهور بس at some point ممكن يعمل هذا الشخص content ويحس انه اوكي like I need someone to keep handling this. So هون you offer the
حسب
retainer.
السبورت اللي بده اياه الشخص.
بالضبط هون you offer the retainer انه انت بتقول لك تقول له انا بعمل لك content بلا 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 بلا.
Yeah, I don't want to automate it انه comment كذا and go watch my video.
You should.
ساعتها حيجيك leads randomly to go watch your videos.
No ما هو here's the thing the content funnel يلي قدامي is gonna allow me to get only the interested people. بعد ما حكيتك عن الادز on how to get the right people by the way بس انا عم بحكيك هون بالاورجانيك. انت بالاورجانيك you're only getting the right people. انا اخر همي جيب فيوز يعني انا my content on
ما بدك فيوز انت not need
جيب
views.
2k 3k 5k on every reel. طيب بس بيجوني very very high quality messages من هالعالم. يعني انا انصدمت لما بس I shifted my communication لما جيت عم اقول للعالم you can delegate كذا كذا اجى خلاني few people they want me to help them be delegating ب other agencies يعني regardless اذا كان معهم مصاري ولا لا بس the type of questions اللي اجتني غير. لانه قبل when I used to show people when I sell a course يجي يقولوا لي what's the price of your course ويبعتوا لي price. طلع انا خير عم بتسالي بطاطا.
You mean you need to use it as at first but from my case when YouTube takes off it starts automatically getting it's working on its own. Maybe it's less important to get traffic on Instagram.
مظبوط بس انت you just need to get started get as many people as possible بعدين you can focus on YouTube. بس انت in the beginning you need to get as many eyeballs as possible. هلا how do you get very very high quality people? Here's what you do. Once you start creating the content مش ضروري تبعت كل الناس على يوتيوب. تبعت يمكن selective number of people on YouTube. بس انت شو بتستعمل انستغرام for? Lead magnets and lead generation. This is what you need Instagram for. Lead generation. And you start nurturing them through emails and through more lead magnets. Stories عندك قصة طويلة للستوريز هلا I'll show you. طيب فهون نحن ال top of funnel content we want to get more views and just tell people that we exist. بس بالmiddle of funnel نحن we want to show story sequences. The people who follow us are going obviously we want to show them like more stories almost every day. We need to show them in-depth videos and long-form videos. يعني whoever follows you went into your CRM and gave you their email address etc. they can watch your YouTube content لأنه أنت هذا اللي بيفوت لعندك على الإيميل list. فيك تبعت له إيميل تقول له hey I created this YouTube video that will show you how to close 10 deals every month from a single YouTube video مثلا. عرفت؟ أو مثلا I discovered the secret content أو secret scripting hack that will increase the retention rate by 50% on your YouTube videos مثلا. طيب and this goal of the middle of funnel content is to build trust and convert the attention into loyal fans. يعني هون أنا ما عم بيجي لهم العالم hey I exist. No I'm getting very very in depth. يعني هون هذا الشخص اللي عم يكون عامل لي follow وعامل لي engagement a lot of times whether by taking my lead magnets وهيك at some point ممكن نزل أنا a post قل لهم للعالم خدوا my lead magnet. من بعد ال lead magnet لما ياخدوها then I send them a YouTube video بعد 3-4 أيام.
Okay.
عرفت؟ so هذا بنعرف إنه like this person is nurtured if you care about the session time. بس أنا if I was in your place if I don't care about the session time let's say I created a YouTube video that مثلا says the best way to hook
هو I think
every
انت what you're trying to do is using YouTube as a support system للإنستغرام.
أنا yes أنا this is what I would do in my case. بس أنت in your case you want to use Instagram as a support system for YouTube. عرفت؟ يعني أنا مثلا هلا إذا I was in your place I would create a YouTube video مثلا طوله 15 أو 20 minutes بقول للعالم مثلا a secret script that TV movies use to keep people hooked and you can apply this in your YouTube videos. Let's say this is the title whatever it is.
Okay.
Then تعمل a very short version about this specific video on Insta and you tell people if you want to watch a detailed training about this comment YouTube and I'll send you this
هو
video.
the idea on YouTube if the metrics is right watch time click through rate retention everything YouTube starts acting for this video بالbrowse feature,
Yeah.
just like Instagram, TikTok. It pushes it to a huge number of people.
I can give you something, which is an automation on ManyChat. And you tell people, okay, بدك هذا الفيديو كتير منيح. To which email should I send it to? هذه it's an automation we can do on ManyChat. The moment حدا they reply with their
تحطه
email.
بالايميل لست.
Yeah. The moment حدا they reply with their email list أصلا مش كل الناس حتعود يعطوك their email list. أنت already بلشت تفلتر من هون.
True, you can do
So
that.
once حدا عطاك الايميل list then بتعطيه اليوتيوب فيديو.
That could work. One, yes, that's a way. That's a better way actually.
Yeah. So honey, you can make it even harder to get the YouTube video. If you send the people the video directly.
أنا هيدي this is my issue إنه ما بدي أبعث لهم إياه directly إنه يجي عندي مثلا شخص عمره 20 years he's broke or he's just for the sake of learning of just finding it out ويحضر بس like 2 minutes of the video يطلع. It kills the retention of the video. It stops it from reaching other people.
Yeah. This is something. فأنت هون you tell people, okay, if you want this video, just tell me which email do I need to send this video to. في ناس they will reply with the email, في ناس they won't. Once they reply with the email, تبعت لهم الفيديو.
Because I've seen channels, I've seen like new channels based off I've been doing a lot of research lately.
Yeah.
From the third video, like on a new channel, the third video on YouTube got 120,000 views.
Wow.
Because they are following the system of
sequencing.
Not the sequencing specifically, اللي هو high retention, high click-through rate, high watch session.
Yeah.
Okay, this video is interesting. Let me push it let me push it viral مثل other platforms.
Yeah.
From the third video.
Don't you think they might be promoting the video?
No.
Interesting.
Because I still watched the video breaking down how they made that video. It was all organic. YouTube pushed it because it checked all the boxes they need to follow.
Interesting. This is very interesting. Hello, we can explore.
So this is why I'm debating the Instagram because there are results from the third video.
Yeah.
It blew up, got them the leads, and they made that person made like 26K selling a low ticket bundle something from that video.
Yeah. هلا هون في شغلة إنه كمان ما تنسى الريجن بيلعب دور.
True.
That's
because I still need to test myself. I'm just going by the theory I have. I haven't started implementing things. This works أكيد.
Yeah.
If you're using YouTube as a support system for you, which a lot of people actually need.
صح.
يعني ما بدهم to go YouTube. But from my case, that's different. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm open to test it.
Yeah. So هون this is the middle of funnel content. هلا بيرجع في عنا نحن bottom of funnel. Bottom of funnel content is where you use client testimonials behind the scenes.
That's always important.
It's a must on everything, and this usually sells your services or the community or whatever you're trying to sell.
آخر شيء بتحطهم على ال takes them to the sales page.
مظبوط. هون you sell everything. يعني أنا مثلا how do I sell my services? Most of the times it's in the bottom of funnel لأنه بيجي حدا أوكي بده client testimonial بتكون صار لي مثلا شي شهرين فايت عندي بالبايبلاين وضلني عم بعمل معه nurturing عم بعمل له nurturing عم ببعث له emails. At some point when I send a client testimonial نحن بنحط بأور emails بنحط our information وهيك بنلاقي حدا مدق لنا على تليفون الشركة بيقول لنا إنه like I saw your email كذا do you think we can set a call. هلا it's not the normal behavior إنه حدا يدق لنا by the way بس صارت معنا هيدي من كم يوم I was like
كان هو عنده urgency لما
ما بعرف بس حجزنا معه كول عنا إياه بعد ما أجا وقت الكول بس إنه I was like this is a good channel or touch point here to activate a phone call and maybe the market wants people to talk on the phone and that's something I've already validated multiple times وصار كذا حدا قايل لي إنه a lot of people would love to talk on the phone. So I was like I think I should get phone setters more than just DM setters. وأنا originally come من insurance background يعني من زمان لما كنت بالسيلز كنت أشتغل insurance I used to be a lot of on the phone. فهلا مثلا أنا I do sales phone calls if I need to and I would say I have almost 90% call to booking rate over phone setting يعني I'm very يعني شو كنت أعمل أنا cold calls بالنهار nothing less than 20 30 sometimes وصل معي ل 100 per day cold calls مش warm. هيدي لما كنت بالانشورنس كنت لأنه I wanted to get money so I ببلش دقدق كل الوقت. this gave me a lot of experience over the phone and هلا we're using it يعني بأول business. فهيدي it helps us be يعني we train the team and we tell them hey whoever comes this is a warm lead you have this system to follow
Yeah, it's all about system.
بالضبط. ما بقول له script. I'm totally against scripts.
سكريبت بيعلق.
Yes, exactly.
Gets
فبعطيه a
confused.
system to follow and I make him think إنه okay, think like a consultant, not a salesperson. Once you're like a consultant, you'll understand if this person is the right fit for us or not. عرفت? So this is the organic content part. There's more to discuss on the organic content part.
Which is actually the بدك YouTube strategy. It also follows the same.
مزبوط.
عندك a video would act at the top of the funnel. A video آخر شيء حيكون هي الفيديو sequencing.
Yes.
But the difference because the videos are longer.
Yes.
The person is more nurtured.
100% يعني it applies on any platform. But I personally love to apply this on Instagram أكتر من any other platform لأنه this is where my clientele are يعني إذا بدك. عرفت بس on YouTube مثلا I only applied bottom of funnel content و middle of funnel content nothing more. عرفت بس this apply يعني أنا هون عم بحكي as an overall organic strategy that's a bit basic يعني هون. Alright, then بيجي في عنا نحنا the paid ads. The paid ads كمان follows the same thing but on a completely different scale. So we have 3 stages كمان it's a funnel the same thing but the difference هون is we have prospecting, we're targeting broad audiences. Then we have re-engagement اللي هن people who viewed our prospecting ads and engaged with our Facebook and Instagram pages. And then we have the bottom of funnel or remarketing who are people who visited our funnels or booked calls with us. Okay? هلا, how does the whole ad strategy work for such a business like yours or even ours? You post content that is solving a problem, and this content should be optimized for something we call profile visits on the ads manager. هيدا البروفايل visit campaign شغلته to get you people just to visit your profile. And you usually get تقريبا يعني حسب قديش التوبيك is hot بس نحن we have people following me يعني عم تحكي انت من every 100 visits I think I'm getting between 30 to 35 follows which is not a lot compared لما كنت عم بعمل content بالعربي. لما كنت عم بعمل content بالعربي I was getting almost من $5 per day in followers من an ad spend. هيدي أيام زمان كنا عم نجيب تقريبا شي 0.05 cost per follower. So I'm actually not sure قديش بيطلع الكوست يعني يمكن maybe شي 100 followers I think. And لما هذا كان لما كان الكونتنت بالعربي بس لما قلبته انجلش الكواليتي عليت كتير للفولورز بس الكوست obviously علي بس انه still
better actually.
still better يعني الكوست per follower هلا تقريبا عنا بين $1 to $5 ومش كلهم من لبنان. when we're advertising in multiple countries. فأنت هون you could do the same thing. هيدا it requires some money. I'm not يعني hiding this from you. You need to invest money on ads. content يعني هون it should be pure educational content. You could do a video sales that's short, very short video sales that بتحطه بس people the call to action is to follow you.
Yeah.
طيب هلا what's good about this انه انت هلا صار في new feature on managed chat. Once they follow you صار في new feature and you can send your followers a new message that is providing them value and telling them hey thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it, this is the only time I'm gonna be messaging you like this, but if you want to learn more about XYZ this is your link, and you can send them the YouTube VSL اللي حطيناه بالبايو.
Nice.
You can also put another link اللي هو a webinar or another lead magnet.
Okay.
عرفت؟ so هون انت you're somehow introducing them to your business بس لأنه they followed you. أكيد you don't want to be spam or anything. Once they engage with you in any kind of engagement يعني they visited your profile, they watched a video, they followed you, they went into any of your lead magnet, هن already they became an engaged audience. وفاتوا بالشيء نحن بنسميه the MOF campaign or re-engagement campaign. So once نحن we gather information من العالم اللي هن video viewers, leads, IG engagers or Facebook engagers. هلا هيدي نحن لأننا عملناها leads وviews وهيك. بس you could do it انت video views, IG engagers or Facebook engagers. بس لأنه أنا I'm not targeting Facebook, I'm using leads بدل Facebook engagers, and you could do the same. لأنه Facebook الكواليتي بالعالم العربي ما كتير منيحة. I prefer to go with Arabic with leads instead of طلع في حكي instead of Facebook engagers. هلا هون الميدل اوف funnel ads I combine all the three audiences in one ad set.
اوكي
الاد set اللي هي اللي مطرح ما بحط الاودينسز سو بدل ما اعمل 3 audiences بدل ما اعمل ad set لكل audience I combine them together وبعمل the following. بعمل social proof ads يعني testimonials, screenshots, videos, it doesn't matter. Debunk objections يعني مثلا someone who is asking about or doubting the system, I show how the system works in a video. I show مثلا someone talking about the system قديش it's powerful. Then I send them to a lead magnet يعني for example
هو الادز اللي بيطلعوا لهم بس انه كل مره بيطلع له ادز مختلف.
مزبوط كل هدول are different formats. او different angles. فالlead magnet مثلا I could send him a video training, I could send him مثلا an ebook, I could send him a calculator on how to calculate ROI if they use the proper system. Then في عنا webinar, then في عنا solution demo يعني solution demo هو I'm showing بالضبط our service how it looks like. بيرجع في عندك value based ad يلي هو similar to the videos يلي هون. عرفت؟ بس it's like more stuff. هلا شو هن الأخضر؟ مثلا social proof ad I want to create a carousel of social proof static and a video testimonial.
اوكي تعمل كذا واحد.
كذا نوع format and this is based on the new Andromeda update. I'm not sure if you heard about Andromeda. Andromeda عم يجي يقولنا هلا make more unique videos and more unique content rather than the same piece of content with different hooks and variations. So it's more like 80% or 90% uniqueness and 10 or 20% variations. So that's why أنا مثلا social proof بعمل carousel وstatic وفيديو بس ولا واحدة بتشبه الثانية.
So بتعمل كاروسيل كمان as an ad.
أكيد. أكيد. Okay. Then في عندي أنا هون debunk objections. I would do it as a static ad مثلا. هاي الكيس عملناها نحن من شهر. Then هيدول they are driving the traffic to a messages and a setter automation. So نحن عاملين messages يعني واحد بيبعت لنا مثلا أنا بكون الكول تو أكشن يبعت لنا دي ام يبعثوا لنا مسج عن انستغرام and بهيدي المسج نحن في عنا اوتوميشن يعني اذا ما حدا بيفوت على هيدي المسج في ماني تشات عنده اوتوميشن بيسالهم اسئله مثلا tell me about your business, what are you struggling with, what do you need help with, etc. At some point is that they didn't meet any of the
ما بيكون كواليفايد ساعتها
يعني نو مش بس هيك اذا هن they didn't meet any of our requirements sometimes بيصير الستر عم يحكي معهم manually انه maybe مثلا they need a specific help in something. عرفت بس usually بيكون they not meeting anything بيكونوا usually unqualified يعني بحكي أنا 95% of the cases. Then عنا هون lead magnet ads. The lead magnet ads هن simply sending people to something for free of value يعني free training, ebook, you name it. بيرجع هون الفورمات again carousel, static وstory sequences. والstory sequence could be كيف أنا الستوريز دايما بنزلهم الأورجانيك I take them مثل ما هن I upload them as a carousel and I only select the placement as a story. Alright. هي بتكون usually باد set لحالها بس أنا هون رسمتها هيك just to make it simpler. Then في عنا the webinar ad. الwebinar is also similar to the lead magnet بس الميكانيزم تبعه غير. الويبينار منه live it's a recorded webinar. Okay.
هو in a way low key مثل ما كانوا بيحضر long video بس بدل ما يكون يوتيوب هو الويبينار.
Exactly. Okay. وهون usually بتكون it's a video ad or a static ad and it's sending people to a landing page and we can also do it in a message with a setter automation يعني بخليهم يبعتوا a message بقول لهم to which email do you want me to send you this value وبيوصلهم so it's almost the same بس الميكانيزم غير ويوجولي الكواليتي اللي بتفوت على اللاندنج بيج اعلى بكتير من السيترز من المسجز
because they are more warm let me
غير هيك
go على اللاندنج بيج
غير هيك they are doing a lot of steps before they take the value
انت you are filtering out because they are following the steps ومع هيك بعدهم interested
بالضبط هون عم بعطيهم كل شيء بسهوله بينما هون نو
بتعمل شويه resistance to test them
بالضبط so and usually الكواليتي من اللاندنج بيجز بتكون اعلى بكتير. Then في عنا solution demo ads اللي هي technically it's a case study video I show بالضبط نحن شو عملنا for a client يعني نحن في عنا client عنا case study لإله it's عملنا له وقتها for $147,000 ب 28 أو 27 أو 32 ما بتذكر الرقم ad spend and we later on did $1.4 million for this client and we documented this and then we have it now as a lead magnet video for 12 minutes.
Nice.
By the way you filmed me هذا بس من زمان منيح ب 2021 if you remember. So it's the same case study with the same system, but it's less sophisticated than now. عرفت؟ فهيدا it's an ad that we send to people كمان they can get it either through a message with a settled automation. The value based ad هيدي you're somehow creating the same content يلي هون, you're still providing value, بس you can do it in two different formats, either a video or a carousel. هلا carousel it could be something like مثلا تيجي تقول I know 5 coaches that أو مثلا I met with 5 wealthy YouTubers and they taught me the following. You create a carousel based on that and the call to action is to follow you. So هون انت it's like an organic post عادي بس you're promoting it to get followers. And it could be a carousel, a video, or even a static if you can provide enough value by a static post.
Okay.
عرفت؟ This is the middle of funnel strategy. So هون عندنا الابروach, الانجل, the format اللي كان format عندك and the destination. بيرجع في عنا the bottom of funnel. So the bottom of funnel نحن هون خلص بلشنا عم نكون a bit salesy بس انه we're pushing people to take an action to book a call with us. يعني الويب visitors. يعني by the way حتى هون الويبينار is pushing people to book a call as well. عرفت؟ ال bottom of funnel we're gathering all the website visitors whether leads or non leads and we're showing them the following formats أو approaches أو angles. It's a direct CTA ads يعني مثلا it could be in your case مثلا start a YouTube channel start and monetize a YouTube channel in 120 days for example. This is a direct CTA ad. FOMO ad هون مثلا it could be again formats could be similar to this. Doesn't matter. الفورمات ما كتير بيفرق. It's إنه having a lot of unique angles. الفومو هون would be something like مثلا hey guys I know you've been trying to learn about YouTube and trying to get leads through YouTube etc etc. So I'll tell you I am personally working with every single client and I have very limited spots. So if you want to improve your high ticket business using YouTube
scarcity.
click below to كذا كذا كذا. Then في عندك a reality check ad اللي هي you give them the truth they don't want to hear. هون it really depends in your case. يعني you tell them أنت مثلا something like I know you are struggling with 1 2 3. I know you have tried XYZ. I know you did كذا. I know you did كذا. But let me tell you something. It will never work unless you have this one missing piece. This one missing piece. اللي هي having a proper YouTube channel that nurtures your leads, whether they are مثلا they are new leads or old leads. It doesn't matter. You need this. And هون فيك تقطع testimonials away. This requires some editing يعني. Then في عندك a storytelling video ad similar to the storytelling ads اللي بتشوفهم أنت on Instagram أو storytelling videos اللي بتشوفهم on Instagram. You could tell your story. You could tell مثلا a client story. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then we have testimonials. It's very self-explanatory. It could be an image. It could be a video. It could be a carousel. It doesn't matter. And all of these are sending people to the appointment funnel. And finally we have a client case study مثل هون نفس الشيء بس we're sending people to the case study funnel مثل a lead magnet funnel and then from this lead magnet funnel we send them to the appointment funnel.
هون آخر شيء بالappointment بيصير لك
كلهم we send them to the appointment. Now this is part
طب هول
of the system.
these things
Yeah.
إذا واحد اشتغل properly على organic content.
Yes. Would you need them?
ما عم بقول you need them ولا لا. عم بقول إذا دوبل على بالأورجانيك أو لا.
هول ما خصهم بالأورجانيك لأنه أصلاً you can't do such kind of segmentation بالأورجانيك أصلاً. يعني أنت مثلاً you can't target specific people when you post a video on Instagram or YouTube. Like you can't show a specific piece of information to a specific audience on Instagram لأنه it's an organic thing. So everyone is gonna see it. You can't control how it's targeted. However, leads هون أو engaged audiences بالads you can control. يعني أنا هلا إذا أنت عندي lead بقلب my CRM if I post organically I can't prevent مثلا let's say أنا هذا البوست ما بدي my leads يشوفوه.
Okay.
I can't control إنك أنت ما تشوفه لأنه it's an organic video. بينما if it's an ad I can't control who wants to see this ad. عرفت؟ ف this is mainly يعني the whole system, and this is not everything. يعني بعد ما حكينا عن the funnels, بعد ما حكينا عن how to operate the sales pipeline and everything. يعني it's a huge thing. يعني let me show you the stories sequences, by the way. Or the stories that you need to be posting. Usually there's a framework I recently learned called the Rapier framework. Haida, it shows you start with the result, then you approach people with a certain angle, then you talk about the process, the identity of your prospects, and who you usually target, your ICP, and finally you ask people for a response. I'll send you a few examples بس بعد نخلص. And يعني you can start from here to learn about the stories strategy that you need to be posting. Stories are a must if you need leads and you need sales. هيدي
هو
it's
هو
non-negotiable.
هو more of the testimony يعني هو اللي already عملوا following. It's like reassuring, reproving.
صح. Remember it's here.
Yeah.
Story sequence. It's a
صح.
middle of funnel
صح.
kind of engagement. All right. So mainly this is it. Any questions?
I have some ما بعرف if you want to include it or لا. I have a theory. No, this is why actually.
When?
يعني مشكلة الانستغرام short videos. It's hard to take the person on a journey of several videos.
Organically, yes.
Organically.
However, they started
They
something.
started testing linking things together.
Yes. بس بعد عنا منا rolled out. Hopefully soon. I'm waiting for it.
فهي still yeah بس still انت you're competing مع very wide broad audience ومع اشخاص they could be qualified ما qualified.
صح.
و still short. ما عندك long video actually to nurture them.
I'll tell you something. نحن we can test. يعني we can test with Instagram push and without Instagram push, and we measure the revenue.
أنا
and the
ما
lead
بحكي
flow.
مع البوش بلا بوش. عم بحكي with paid ads versus YouTube لحاله without paid ads. يعني أنت paid ads you're doing this system يعني أنت you're targeting تاخده لهون يعني you're using ads to direct the journey of the person.
Yes.
Instead of like spending like all 50k a month on ads, you could just spend 50k or less on YouTube.
But you wouldn't make the same revenue. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is time will tell يعني.
I assure you this. No, I've been there. I've seen clients أساسا struggling بهذا الموضوع. Whenever they launch ads, they make more money. Yes, you're investing money, and eventually.
أنا مش ضد investing money.
I mean, no, you're spending money to get money.
أنا بفكرة if you want to put effort, if you have the time or capacity, by all means post everywhere, which is what Most is doing.
Yes.
But if you're limited in terms of time and resources, you could at first at least focus on one platform.
Yes.
بعدين you see if you كيف بدك تعمل الشفت.
Let me tell you, this is something I call the content batching. You can batch your content بين ideation with scripting or editing, and you can tackle multiple platforms. I'm extremely busy, and I always make sure to post on almost every platform that's ideal for my audience. You know, I'm posting هلا on YouTube and Instagram. I didn't consider TikTok or any other platform لأنه
TikTok is you know, some people can actually benefit from TikTok, but if the solution they have or the product they have is for everyone.
بالضبط. مثلا LinkedIn is a very good platform. هلا I'm tackling LinkedIn very soon.
ما عندي experience with LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is very nice. I'm هلا working on myself, developing a case study on myself, and I'm gonna include it in our system very soon. In case يعني the ICP اللي عم نشتغل معه is يعني once إنه I think benefits from LinkedIn, and it's not for everyone. So yeah, mainly this is it. Thanks.
حبيبي.